Huh? Let us know in the comments how you're doing, how you've been, because we're back, and
better than ever.
And there's no looking back now that we are back. How funny is that? My
neck hurts, so I can't look back. It's impossible.
Because your neck hurts. Wow.
My neck hurts
from setting up that magnificent curtain behind you, I'm sure. My.
Thank you for noticing. Thank you.
We got to steam it out, you think, still, but I think it. And then what we got to do is backlight it some, or front light you less.
Yeah.
So that we can see it more. Hey, these are just, these are the improvements the audience will notice over time.
This is why I do it. I purposely sabotage it in some formal way so that when we get better, because here's this: LeBron could do goddamn triple backflip and dunk, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he can. We've seen it.
The gate, and then it's like he does it again, and it's like, well, we know he could do that.
We know.
You know, where's the fifth spin and the fucking sideways spin? You know, so people like improvement. So I make sure there's always room for improvement,
exactly. And I think that's where OJ screwed up. Not just being like the Heisman Trophy winner or whatever. I mean, by killing his wife too soon, he set the bar too high for everyone, and then he just fell off. Then he comes back. Hey, Twitter world, whatever. And we'll get into him dying. We'll talk about that. But he comes back and it's
good. I was kind of worried we wouldn't get into that.
Sure, we'll get into it. I want to introduce you first. We do have a guest waiting who's chomping at the bit to talk about OJ. But no, I mean, he killed the momentum, I'm sure, or whatever potential for momentum there was. He killed it by killing someone. Yeah, or two people.
Point. I mean, we don't know if he did it, but if he did do it, he could have like, how
you're gonna play it like that. We don't know. You're still holding out.
Movies, the killer fucks with with the victim or whatever, drag it out. It's a chase. There's a whole bunch of stuff to it. He could have did that. I don't know.
He could have.
He could have made her seem crazy for a while. Mm-hmm. Some Britney Spears style. He could did a whole thing with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that happens. That's a national story, and then he just kind of fades into obscurity. Yep. After he goes to prison for stealing his shit back. Let's get into the real show. we'll tackle that, no pun intended, at a later point during the podcast. But we have a guest that Lorenzo found. He's been working real hard with booking. Lorenzo, just a round of applause for that. And it's allowed me to take back seat to that and focus on the show itself. And Lorenzo found this guy. I had seen him live at a show you did together, and here he is, not in the flesh but remotely, joining us. We have Mike Williams, folks. Give it up for Mike in the comments, please. Happy you could join us. There's another round of applause for you, courtesy of Discord. How are you doing, sir? How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing. That's a terrible question to lead in the show because I honestly have a lot to say on the subject. I'll just say this: I just had all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue about an hour before taping this, so I might perish at some point during the recording.
That's why you said this would only be 15 minutes long.
Okay. I did preface this 15 minutes before I go into cardiopulmonary embolism, whatever.
Oh my God.
Just a whole cluster of health problems are going to unfold. No, I mean, yeah. That's good. That's good that everyone's doing all right. I'm full. You seem happy. Lorenzo, you've never sounded clearer. I'm shocked at the sound of the mic. Well, if you're doing so, I couldn't hear that, so I guess I take it back, whatever that is. there's a
noises, I don't know.
there's a whole noise gate that prevents whatever you were doing from coming through, but your speaking voice is immaculate. So congrats. Mike, you're a comedian. Where are you based out of? Are you based out of Delaware or Maryland?
I'm in Maryland.
You're in Maryland.
In Fettlesburg.
In where? I'm sorry?
In Fettlesburg.
Oh my gosh, there's so many fake places in Maryland. Who was it on Wednesday that I called out for just living in
In Pittsville, yeah.
Pittsville? That's just a portmanteau of two real places.
Right.
Pittsville.
Oh my God.
Where'd you say Burgerland? What the fuck did you just say? I'm sorry. I don't. You said you're an asshole before we started, so I'm just kind of going gloves.
Oh no, everyone, especially the people that live in Fettlesburg, talk shit on Fettlesburg. So
okay, good.
It's perfectly acceptable.
Like I live in Stafford, Virginia, and people shit on like the place, but I don't think about the name so much. The name is like, okay, sure. The name sounds like what it is, just a boring piece of shit. Stop through, like drive through town. There's nothing to see except for a bunch of housebound white women whose Marine enlistees have gone and died in wars for, So
is that where all the Marine widows are?
Yes, in so many words. Yeah, they're cheating on their spouses as we speak. Plenty of housekeepers here. Well, that's good. You're from there. And how long have you been doing comedy? How long has that been going on?
Well, I started it was October of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to start doing comedy the same time COVID was spreading through China. Hadn't gotten here yet, but
so that was your inspiration?
No, that was just my comedic timing.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing public speaking events.
So that probably put a damper on things, right? Or I don't know what the word damper. It definitely probably slowed shit down.
It was difficult finding areas and places to be able to practice the craft.
Were you actively trying to while the pandemic was happening? Were you doing like all the Zoom stuff people were doing, or were you in person still?
I didn't do any of the Zoom stuff. I didn't feel that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just felt that would be really awkward and weird, and either not being able to hear the crowd at all or having to wait for their reaction. Like, especially when you're new and working on your timing and everything.
Yeah, I get that. I hear that. And we started the podcast around that same time. It was during the pandemic, and we were in person with one another. We worked together while it was all going down, and being holed up, having recording equipment, we just decided to do something like this. But we didn't start doing comedy until like a year ago, like live stand-up and shit. So now it all ties in. But I can't imagine being like a comedian starting out during a time like that, where everything's restricted, where all live events are kind of on pause. Like, you must have been, it's kind of like not masturbating for a year, I imagine. You're just like,
yeah, it was pretty rough.
It was rough.
There was a couple outdoor masturbations for comedic shows that were outdoor, so that we're still able to. It wasn't as often, of course. It was only every few months, but that was real nice being able to do that. There was one in Denton where we were able to do it out in the field. But yeah, I started doing the comedy partially. It's always been something I wanted to do, but also I've had just like this anxiety in life in general. And I was like, I need to force myself to get up on the stage to be able to face this anxiety, to try to overcome it. you know, and then I should have gone into like the digital world during COVID. I had a different anxiety about that.
Really?
Just, you know, like putting yourself out there and super vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. And you make like a lot of sketches, right, on TikTok. That's what you sent me earlier. You sent me your TikTok, and I saw your whole page is full of. Is that sketches? Is it just promotional material usually?
I did start I did a couple like sketch kind of things. Mostly lately, it's a lot of like bits for my stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going way back.
Back to the beginning. Oh, trust me, we were the same way. At some point we made a TikTok and tried to post
some funny ones actually.
Post some bits
Chris
on there.
doesn't think so, but I like them.
You like them? Okay. I don't like anything that's like 2 days old. I want to throw up when I look at it. You experienced the same.
I'm like, yeah, don't play any of that.
Okay, you tell me where to start. How about that?
Keep going.
Let's take a look here. Let's put on the screen. Keep going. So these are clearly you doing stand up.
These ones were from like doing stand up.
Mm-hmm.
The one that first, that one that's at 10.5 thousand. That was when I was doing like gross math.
Here we
so
go.
that one up at the top middle right there. Yep.
Let's see.
Like I just started doing gross math, and that one kind of exploded. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do that a few times. And
the best part of sex is that during sex.
The best part of sex is that during sex you don't think about the inevitable cold grip of death.
I didn't think this one did that well. That one's not
Now this is in whose garage again? Remind me.
That's in Todd's garage.
Todd.
There's his name on the back wall there.
On the back wall, because I can't read. I'm so glad you highlighted that. I'm one of the many kids who were left behind, unfortunately, by our nation's school systems. I can't read to save my life. No, I don't think I met Todd, but I saw him there at that same show I went to see. Right?
Yeah, he was on that show.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no. This is Todd Lanier?
Todd Lanier, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is his garage. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking there's like multiple. There are multiple Todds in my world, but this is your Todd. Okay, I see.
I only know one Todd.
You know one Todd. There's another guy. I won't say his last name, but so many. Okay, so this is Todd's. Okay, cool. I wish I was in. I got to go to Todd's garage. I went to his living room when y'all were all hanging out for the party, for the after party for the show. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Isn't it funny? So you never, with TikTok, it's the weirdest thing. You never know what's gonna blow up or what's gonna take, and then all of a sudden you'll go back and like something has 100 views or 1,000 views, or then you're 10,000 views here. It's like, what the? But it's like, hey, how do I replicate this? I don't know. That's my problem. I'm like, how do we recreate this phenomenon?
I did the weird math one the one time, and it was great. Like it got a few thousand views, and then so I did another weird math one, and it did nothing. And it was like,
fucking crazy.
Why did the one work and the other one didn't? I think it's at 12.5 up the top right.
There we go. Let's take it.
So, got some more great math for you guys. All right, so the average human fart weighs 0.0375 grams. The average person farts 15 times a day. Yeah. That's 0.5625 grams of fart per day. There's 8 billion people. That's 4.5 billion grams of fart per day. Wow. Yeah. There's 0.0022 pounds to a gram. That's 9.9 millions of ass gas every day. There's 365 days in a year. That is 3,613,500,000 pounds.
Wow, you go into depth.
Of fart every year.
You really layer by layer expounding upon this.
806,750 tons of ass gas of straight butt juice. just in the air.
And so I think, yeah, I can see the attraction, right? Is that here's this obscure fact that you're delving into in such great detail here. And
definitely TikTok material.
Yeah, this is, someone would just stumble on this and like just take it in as trivia, I feel like. But I guess it matters what trivia, and I guess it matters what everyone's focused on in any given moment. I guess
it's just those things that you don't really want to know.
Yeah. Maybe make that your thing. I don't know. Yeah.
I think at the end of that, I went into the percentage of the atmosphere that has been replaced by fart over a year.
Oh my god!
And it's just how much fart we're breathing in.
There's a lot of rats.
Sewers in New York.
Yeah.
That's where we started talking about. That's just counting human farts. We weren't even counting animal farts.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness! I don't want to hear it. That's gonna freak me out. No, it is, because I went to New York a few months ago, and yeah, it's insane. And I don't know. I don't want to know what they're fucking shitting out or how much of it is in the air.
Oh my god! I didn't think about it. There's places that they're like, yo, that place stinks. I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. The whole time.
You don't want to think about pest waste. I don't think, like cockroaches. I'm sure they're shitting everywhere and smearing it on everything. The same rats, the pellets, same thing. I don't want to know. And we've been seeing larger and larger rats. Like the other day, like we have the story of you and I meeting M, and it's like around the corner from the bar we were at, like these huge rats were like chasing each other or whatever. Yeah. Or like one was clawing at a
yeah. I thought that shit was a kitten. I was like, look at the kitten.
Yeah, like kneading on the wooden post.
Them shits are big. Them motherfuckers are eating.
Oh my god. But just the other day,
years ago, it was just like way larger than, like, when I saw it, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Like, my brain was like, I don't understand what I'm seeing right now.
You know how in American Tale they're like, there's no cats in America. There's cats, just not in certain areas. They had to go to DC, but they stopped in New York, and that's where they fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so New York, I guess they ain't got too many stray cats. Shit. You ever think about that? There's stray cats here, but in some places, I guess they just don't have too many stray cats.
I wonder if they were cold at some point or something, but you'd think you would want them. You'd think you would want more cats, because that's what keeps it all at bay. Like there are cats in DC, and it's good because you'll see less mutant monstrosity rats in DC, but you still do. Like just the other day, I posted on Instagram, I saw this massive rat, and it was not afraid of shit. It was just in broad daylight walking around, and there's no yeah.
If it gets big enough, it's probably not scared of a cat anymore though. Like they're probably fighting and shit,
Mm-hmm. Real quick, Mike, we're echoing through you. If you could just turn us down some, just a little bit, I think it'll help. But I'm going to pull this up, and you tell me, because I don't know if I captured it well enough, because it was on the move. It was on the go.
That was my best friend. The post-up.
I know. It wasn't on the screen. Don't worry about it. I don't know why that's like front and center.
Street in broad daylight. That rat right
Look at this fucking thing.
Across the street.
It's like a slasher movie, the way it's
look at me.
Skirting between cars, but when I first saw it, it just walked up to me. I kid you not. It was like 12 feet away from me. It walked up to me and like stood up a little bit, on its hind legs, and like looked at me, and then it just walked away. And I was in my head, I couldn't reconcile what I was seeing with what was actually happening. I was like, this can't be a rat. This can't be like the largest rat ever, just like having a good day, going for a stroll.
Holy shit.
Keep moving. Man, these things are getting bold. Look at it.
He's just having a good time. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. He's literally fucking like pillaging, but not with any sense of urgency. Like I get, it's one thing for you to see a rat and then it like runs off. It's scared for dear life, you know. It's trying to, it doesn't want to be seen. This rat couldn't give a fuck about being seen, about being spotted, caught even. And what I think happened, because I walked to and from, this is right outside of Aurora Market, you know, so I do the open mic there on Wednesdays. What I think happened is one of these posh dipshit DC estrians, these DCites, has a cat door. I'm pretty sure they have a cat door. I've seen this big fat orange cat come in and out of their window, and I think it's a little slot with a door. What's stopping a rat from going through that?
Shit.
Like, I would hope it's one of those systems with like an RFID collar, you know, where it unlocks it, right? You think, but I don't trust that because the rat came down from someone's porch and then onto the sidewalk and then just crossed the street to like get its steps in, you know. But I'm hoping it's not like coming in and out of someone's house.
Yo, oh my god! Like, this is my crib. Yeah, nah, I be chilling here sometimes. Yeah.
And I certainly don't want to know how much shit it's releasing or ass gas, as you put it, it's spewing in their living area.
It like runs on their.
Probably some old lady doesn't even know that it's a rat. Like she thinks it's her cat.
Oh, you have babies. I love that. Come here.
It's Fosco.
He's a cat, but he likes cheese for some reason.
He loves spoiled milk. I don't know why. Looking disgusting. And what's disgusting about them is that they're cute. I'll say it. I'll put it there. They're deceptively cute when they're not afraid. I don't get scared. It's not to the point where I'm like, ah. And I saw a lot of that in New York. I saw like a big dude in a Starbucks scream at the top of his lungs when he saw a rat outside. It was crazy. The biggest, blackest guy in the whole in the lobby let out like a K-pop scream when he was just supposed to be taking the trash out and putting it on the sidewalk, and he's just like, "I'm sorry, you know, I don't know what happened." And his manager is so funny. His manager was like a little gay Asian guy. He comes out. He's like, "Marcus, what's wrong with you?" Like, it's just a rat. He's like, there's thousands of rats out there. He's like, I mean, I don't know.
It was his first time taking the trash out in New York.
I was like, do you not live here?
Like a common occurrence.
he just moved there. It's his first day, you know.
Because he literally he stepped outside with the trash and he goes, ah! Oh, and then he comes back in. Oh my god! And so of course we're all alarmed. Like the four people sitting. I was like dozed off because we'd been walking for like 8 hours, and I was taking like a nap, and like woke me up. We thought somebody had a gun or a knife out, or a homeless person was on the prowl, and no, it was like the gay guy comes out and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, you don't live here.
I mean, the rat could have had a knife.
The rat, and they're big enough that they have opposable.
They have to defend themselves too in New York.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be a rat just walking down the street with unprotected.
I mean, clearly they don't need to, though. People are still afraid, and that wasn't the first time we saw someone scream either. We saw a couple other people like shriek when they saw like even like baby rats, like the small ones, like the mice looking ones. They were freaking the fuck out. It was funny. I didn't freak out, but I can see how it's nasty because there are diseases that have killed people that they carry, you know. So I don't want that.
Yeah. A rat could have killed his uncle, like not through disease, but he could have like stabbed him or something. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, could have bit his neck vampire style.
That seems very judgmental, Lorenzo. Like, there's good rats too. All right, not all rats are murdering their uncles.
Tell me.
I don't know. I just hear the rat propaganda. You know, I don't personally know a rat. And maybe that's my fault.
I've got pests on the brain, and I just saw this today. I added it to our little document. Tell me if this is overkill.
Oh my god!
You see this on the screen? This is a cockroach trap.
Ew.
So that's a fake roach. And then it gets a little spanking. Right, is that doing too much? It would get away, right? I would think that must be really hard. That must be like a beating, like a real lashing it's taking for it to stay still.
Yeah.
You know? I think the moment something starts moving. Yeah.
I've stepped on a bug wrong and it just still walk away.
Exactly. Like this is like little... This is like pencils broken in half thwacking something. It's just gonna fly away and live the rest of its life out, you know.
It's a bunch of baby roaches will just come out of it.
Yeah, like they're popping them out with each smack by the tens. Like birthing new. Oh, thanks for helping me. Yeah, been meaning to get these out, propagate my race. No, it seemed overkill at first, but then I'm like, how hard is this really? And I feel like the moment the motor starts revving, it's going to detect that and then scurry off, so maybe not. But then I saw this one on the same channel. You see there's like a shit ton of these. There's mouse traps too. But I saw this one here, and it made me think, okay, we're getting somewhere. Because, okay, so the roach is playing around, and then it gets yanked in by the copper wires. Now it's stuck in place. It's not getting as much of a beating as before. We compromised the beating apparatus, but at least it's stuck in place now. It can't move. It's got to take every thwack.
I am building a cockroach.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not. I am building LeBron a cockroach. Making out with whoever there.
It looked like LeBron making out with Kobe. Is that what that was?
Like,
I think so. Or Steph Curry, I think.
No, not maybe Steph.
Yeah, good for them.
Curry's like a lot.
I am building a cockroach.
A lot lighter. Okay. Anyway, I clicked on that next, but the guy's actual profile is this, and yeah, I just found it today. You know, you go on Instagram and it shows you exactly what you're looking for. But I guess he's taken to rat and pest traps lately, so good for him.
He's got a problem at home, and he's like, this is ought to be my thing, you know?
Yeah.
He probably stays in D.C. or New York, one of them. I guarantee it.
Well, that rat one's going to need to be a little bigger if he lives in either one of those two places, because they're evolving at an unprecedented rate.
He's practicing with the babies. He's like, the old ones are dying. I need to kill the babies before they.
I haven't seen this. I don't know. I think it's the same model. Yeah. Oh yeah. I strangle that son of a bitch. God damn. Dude. It's a little gooey rat too, so you get to see exactly what the fuck happens to its insides. Man, oh man. Oh, and a little spanking too. My. Kinky, this guy.
I was thinking that.
Okay,
that's overkill. The rat's having a good time.
So if a kid like tortures animals, that's like a sign of them being a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like, what if they just beat animals with a toothpick? What kind of person are they going to be?
That did occur to me. I'm not going to lie. I was like, beating, but he's not like stabbing them, you know, like if it was a trap where they got like impaled by a toothpick, you know, then I would be more concerned. This is more like for the laugh of that, okay, you're going to sit here and take this like a little bitch before I see you in the morning and dispose of you, you know, like I feel like that's sillier.
I don't know what's worse. Isn't that kind of torture?
Is this torture? I guess because they can't eat and, you know,
they can't move.
I'm sure that they're in an uncomfortable position. Yeah. But
it looks very uncomfortable.
It's not quite don't fuck with cats territory like that guy, the Canadian guy who was like cutting people up, you know. You know what I'm talking about?
What the fuck?
The Netflix thing. What? There's a whole Netflix documentary. It's called "Don't Fuck with Cats." It's about people who were online back during fucking MySpace, and they see this guy who's posting videos in like public areas of him with like kittens, like baby kittens, and like he's like torturing them and like dismembering them and shit, and it's like awful. And then one day he posts a video of him with a human being doing the same thing, and then it's like, okay, let's involve. And they've been trying to involve the police the whole time. It's like an internet sleuth group. They've been trying to contact the local authorities in his area. They figured out where he lives in a different country in Canada. These people are in the United States figuring this out, and they don't start to care until he's actually killed a person, or at least on video, you know. But they're like, he's killing animals. What do you want us to do? We're gonna waste time and resources to find this guy. So it's called Don't Fuck with Cats, because they got on his case by seeing these terrible kids. And so it turned out he was a porn actor at some point. Yeah, there's like porn of him doing his gay porn of all things to make it even lovelier. And he killed like I want to say a couple people, or he attempted to kill a couple people, and at least killed one. He like beheaded. So it's awful. It's really, we can't talk about any of this on YouTube, so I'm glad we did. But check it out. It's a great... It came out... It was like big... It was way before the Jeffrey Dahmer show, and it was like an actual documentary. And yeah, it was around the same time as the one with the bug-eyed lady who had the whole murder plot. Of like a guy robbing the bank and shit. Like there was a few big...
I feel like it was like between season 1 and season 2 of Tiger King.
Oh my god!
I think so. Yeah, that's around the time, like when Netflix was big, and they had like walking around money and
factuals.
Fuck you.
People were like, I need more documentaries about something.
Exactly. Yeah, check it. Let me pull it up. I'm like talking about it. I'm not pulling any of it up.
They've got mad stuff. What's the one joint RJ's talking about? Reindeer Party or something?
I think Little Reindeer.
It's something.
I started watching it today. Looks pretty good.
Reindeer's in the title, so watch that.
Little Reindeer. Is it this?
Yep. Baby Reindeer.
Baby Reindeer.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
It's a true story about a guy that was being stalked and trying to be a comedian and...
Oh man.
What the hell? It's about me?
So you're being stalked?
I mean, this guy was also not funny, so it could be.
Is that like an important plot point? Viewer note, this man is not funny. He never would have been successful. He's only famous for being stalked and possibly killed. What happens here?
Goddamn.
Richard Gadd.
Oh.
Yeah, inspired by the true story of comedian Richard Gadd. It doesn't say anything about him being famous, so yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'll have something to watch later. That sounds like it's right up my alley. It's been a while since I watched like a fun murder on TV, I brought in the new year by watching the Dahmer series. That was nice. I stayed up New Year's Eve and binged it until 8 a.m. on New Year's Day, and then I went to work, and that was a mistake, just in that I was tired. Because you start something like that, you don't want to just like leave it for later, right? And that's you're dwelling on, like, I want to know how this ends. Not that I don't know that he was beaten and imprisoned to death, but I want to know, what his dad's going. That's mainly what it's about, is what his dad is going through the whole time. Which was a big criticism of the documentary, was that people were not only lusting after a serial killer because of the actor playing him, and I'm not gonna lie, he made me feel some type of way, but he also, there's the fact of they're not really focusing on the victims. They're focusing on this guy's relationship with his dad and his dad's relationship with him, and then like the book deal aspect of it after, and all like the weird all the weird shit his dad sort of ignored and really allowed to happen, under his watchful eye, or lack thereof.
I'm gonna have a kid specifically so they could be a serial killer, and then I'm gonna make a lot of money off of them.
I feel like you would be more of a DC sniper type of killer. No, I'm serious. I feel like you would want to be involved with your son on and like show him how to reload the gun, teach him how to drive. He's got a learner's permit. Teach him how to drive around while you're in the back for part of it.
Dad, I want to shoot people.
Yeah.
All right then, son. Let's get to the basics. Let's start at the range. Get your aim.
Mhm.
You know, and we don't. Bullets are too expensive for you to be missing out here. Yeah.
Too expensive to miss, and we only have one chance at this, son. You have to emphasize that. When they catch us, it's over. When they catch us,
I had a joke that I was working on about that, how like that being a mass shooter was a white person's game because bullets are expensive. Like you got to be a rich white guy to go shoot up Las Vegas. Like that's bullets are too expensive. That's why the DC sniper.
Too fucking pricey. It's not, and you're not gonna. I don't know, maybe because it was a suicide pact, right? I mean, they knew they were. So maybe you just go all out.
I mean, with the sniper,
yeah, spend it all.
That's like, all right, here's my one shot. But with the other motherfuckers, they're like just spraying shit's hitting the walls and shit.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they're not aiming, they're just spraying.
Mhm.
The snipers were aiming. They're like, I've only got 40 of these, so like I gotta make them count, and that's it. I'm going home for the day, back to my regular ass life.
I'm the right person to joke about this with, but not necessarily to like know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about bullet caliber or anything beyond
I mean,
like Helldivers 2, like sci-fi logic. I know the trajectory of made up fucking future weapons, but
I feel the wind and shit.
exactly. But
You would think I would know. I grew up, born and raised on the Ocean Shore, but no, my family was never into shooting,
firearms.
so
Yeah,
never...
mine either. I've never fired a weapon, and I don't know shit about it. Yeah,
I did.
You did. You did.
I've
Well, you
shot
killed
guns,
people.
but I've never owned one or anything.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, even still, you're leaps and bounds ahead of me. I haven't
So
even.
if anyone's shot in the area, don't come looking at me.
Yeah.
I do not have any guns.
Any
He has
expertise?
There's a video. There's a video of Mike Williams with a gun, and when he makes a firing motion, a sound also comes out. That's evidence of Mike Williams firing a firearm.
With my teal BB gun? That's on the TikTok if you want to go to.
Let's check it out. You have a BB gun. I have a couple
Oh,
of
right there.
those.
Top middle. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, you did it.
In this election, Mike's competitors have had a lot to say. He's fat, hairy, and mean. He smells
So
like
you know what you're doing. You're marching. You've got it. You're holding it right, or it looks like you are.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Like I've never even held a Nerf gun like that.
Right.
The only thing bigger than his head is his ego. But come March 1st, his jokes will do all the talking.
Oh, that poor
no.
deer doesn't know what's coming.
Hey,
Look at that.
boom.
Look. Evidence.
Yeah, you got the recoil down. I think it's dead. I think you've done your part in dispatching it from this earth.
It's not dead yet. You have to wait for the. Now.
Oh, there we go. Brilliant. That's Israel, right after Iran's done with it, or vice versa.
Oh shit!
My.
That was part of the comedy contest we were promoting. My promotion for the comedy contest.
I love that. I love it. Yeah. And then the sandals too.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it.
The evidence is right there. We all saw it.
It's all there. I don't need to see anymore. If I'm on the jury, that's a conviction if I've ever seen one.
You're going down right with OJ.
And those are the glasses too that I remember you wearing, right? Those are the same ones. The square frames.
Did you see
those ones or the cloud ones? No, it was the cloud ones I was wearing.
Oh, okay.
With the raindrops, the little chandelier ones.
Which I don't remember which one I was wearing at the Rock Hard. I think I think it was the square ones at the Rock Hard.
I think so too. Because I have like circular glasses, and I remember thinking, okay, I've never seen perfect squares. Oh damn!
Oh, them radiation burns. I look just like I do today.
Yeah, you got some sun, didn't you, today? It was a gorgeous day
my
out.
daughter's softball game that They had 2 of them, so I was out for like 5 hours in the sun. I was like, oh, it's April. It's not that bad.
Nope. Different fucking story today, but I loved it. I'm here for it.
This April 2024, it's a whole new April. You don't know nothing about this April.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I say
She went
more.
to college, got a degree. She's a whole new woman.
I put a little poll on my story today. I said, can we keep this weather forever? And the poll was yes or yes. And 100% yes, I'm pleased to report for the poll. Between like 12 people, they all said yes.
Oh my God. I ain't even
Sounds like the best election of this year. We don't need any more elections this year. We can stop it there.
Yes or yes. Sunny forever.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. No, it was beautiful. We went to a farmer's market. I miss being able to do shit like that. And I don't realize how depressed I get when there's no sunlight. For as long as there hasn't been, or when it's not like enjoyable sunlight. If it's like blistering hot, I'm still gonna be sad. I'm still not gonna have a good time. But today was.
I don't like being too hot.
Yeah, too hot, too cold, too dark, too much of anything, and that's all it's been lately. Too everything, too windy. But today was like the perfect, like the stars aligned for a perfect day. Let's look at. You tell me, Mike, what you think of this. I'll let you be the judge. I'll let you decide where to start.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's my TikTok, but we both pretty much own it. Mm-hmm. And this is the shit we used to make. Well, I started with this. This is where it all began.
I need to make a change. I'm so tired of getting off of work and coming home and not getting anything done. I am gonna be so productive this evening that I'm just gonna do so much. I'm gonna make music, I'm gonna write again, I'm gonna exercise.
7 p.m.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna play like 3 games. Then I got stuff to do.
9 p.m.
Yummy.
2 o'clock in the effing morning.
I'm not supposed to shoot anybody.
Anyway, so that was basically just like it still goes on today. Actually, true story. I don't get any sleep. And after this, I still have to do my taxes. I've got 3 hours left.
Me too. No lie. I have no Lawrence set. After this, I put it for like 10 p.m. After this, I have to do them bitches. I have to do them. I don't want them coming. So we looked this up. You don't get in trouble so you have to file your taxes or you get in trouble, but you don't have to pay them. You just have to file, but you don't have to pay. Mm-hmm. So if you file, they won't come for you. They're going to want their money, but you're not going to get locked up for not paying them.
Yeah.
At least that's what Google says.
Okay. Thank God. All-knowing Google.
Bringing that up in court. Look, Your Honor, I Googled it.
No, Your Honor, Google says, hey, what Google says goes. There's no arguing this, I'm afraid.
Google is God. That's what the G stands for.
Google is God. There was this one here.
JFK's famous speech.
What your country can do for you.
This was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's why the audio's all shit.
McDonald's, can I take your order?
That's why you're half asleep here.
Ain't you the president? I'm always happy get you, Mr. President.
Oh no, please call me John. I'll just have a hamburger with cheese, please.
Right away.
You're like peeking out
Order
here.
up. Hamburger and fries. I'm doing a little extra,
Thank you, young black man. I'll be taking this now.
Yeah, like there's no objective to it. It's just kind of like.
we got a good amount of views. I like them. I like them.
I think at a certain point it just became similar to yours, just like clips of stand-up and podcasts. But
we gotta make more stuff. You look so young, so full of life.
That's
now.
mainly why I can't look at this. I'm so fat now and so disgusting. You
look so miserable now in general.
Yeah.
Back then you're like a spring chicken, you know.
And I've always felt the same. That was the thing, but now I like look the way I've like always felt, and that's more disappointing somehow.
Oh shit!
Like I'd rather like look okay, or look healthy and appear healthy,
Oh shit!
and feel like shit than
Eventually the
actually
truth comes out. That's what happens.
truth manifest in my outwardly here.
Good.
God damn, I'm trying to think if any of these are good at all. I guess these two were fun.
People
How
who
old are
care
those
when a
ones?
store is
So this is when
Like,
this is the store we worked at, and so we're at work closing, and we make this. And this was
2021.
2021. What is that? I can't count to save my life.
July
July 12th. Yeah.
So it looks like
is closing.
So this is during the pandemic. Obviously, that's why he has the mask on, and we had like a mask policy at the store, so everyone had to wear a mask. So that's part of the joke.
6:30. I came immediately.
Thank you, appreciate it. Been here all day.
Hey, I get it.
Versus people who don't. Even when they read the hours on the front door.
Excuse me, sir, we're gonna be closing in about like 1 minute.
Hey, bruh. It's cool. I'll be real quick.
Sir, you don't need a car. We're closing in 1 minute.
Look, bruh. I'll be real quick.
Sir, I can hear you with the.
Okay, this one's
when
good.
you wear the
This
mask, right?
Bruh, I got this. Bro, it's
All right,
real quick.
just yep.
That's pretty much the whole thing, though. Is like you walking around the store like that, taking your time.
That was our first
I was
time.
at Walmart today, and it's like the masks aren't required.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing one, what is the point of not wearing it right? Like, why would you wear one to have it like below your nose when you know that's not the right way to wear it? Like, you don't have to wear it. Just take it off if you're not going to wear it right. I don't get it.
I'll tell you what, though. I said I went to a farmer's market today. I went to Mosaic in Falls Church. It's this big outdoor shopping center, and they have a big farmer's market the whole way through the shopping center on Sundays. Now that the weather's nice, it's back. And I was out there outdoors, right? And there's this guy. He's kind of like a loner type, anime hoodie and shorts. But he had on like a full like gas mask on, and I thought, okay, part of me is thinking he's just filling out the look, like letting us know he is going to kill everybody, and just telegraphing that. But then also I'm like, is this like COVID related, disease related? Is he that paranoid that he needs like? I'm talking the whole chambers on the everything in the screen, the film on his face. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you wear that in public? You need to be dying of some kind of fucking debilitating disease. There's no excuse.
There's some new strain I didn't hear about that came out today.
Or he just really enjoyed the new Fallout show on Amazon. He had to. I don't get that. The cosplayer. Yeah. No, but that's like
he was painting a house. He just forgot he was wearing it. Like,
you think so? I hope. Yeah, it just kind of becomes your face after a while. You stop to feel.
Oh
it.
shit! I didn't realize I had this on.
It's kind of intrusive because you see your own breath and shit. Yeah, hey, I don't know.
He's like, it must be cold out. I see my own breath. What's going on with that?
I always love that. I always love seeing people with them on outside, though. It fill me with joy because it's just good to know the idiots. When you just like at first glance you get to that's who.
Bring back the old days,
Mm-hmm.
Driving alone in their cars. That was always a
yes.
Oh, bruh.
See someone sitting alone in their car wearing a mask. It's like that's
Although I'll admit I'm guilty of that because of what we were saying a second ago. Like I forget it's on because when you have a regular mask on, you leave. There were some days after work at that grocery store where I would just like get straight in my car and like forget to even take the shit off. But yeah, you're on a road trip for 2 hours, or you wake up in the morning and it's just on all day. Maybe not. I don't know.
Plus, we live.
I feel like I was so ready to take that off every day because I was working retail back then too. Like I was so ready to take it off. As soon as I got out, it was bloop, it was gone.
Yeah.
Shove it in my pocket because that's, real sanitary.
Oh yeah.
Be done with my day.
Yeah, I still have at least one in my car, and it's actually for emergencies. I think I've talked about this on the show. I found it at that store, at that grocery store. You're laughing. I don't know why you're laughing. This is serious. Because a guy dropped it on the ground. This is a reusable mask somebody left, a customer left on the ground. And I saw an opportunity. I took it home and I washed it about 3 or 4 times, with other loads of laundry. I'm not just for a mask washing, but I do that and I put it in my car because it's a mask. It's a red mask with like white straps that says on the front in big white Times New Roman font, all caps, "Make America Great Again." And I need that in case I get pulled over. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. And I figure, how do I square this circle? How do I not only try to convince the officer I'm on his side, but how do I also convince him I'm anti-vax if I'm wearing a mask? So maybe maybe I wear it as a sun visor somehow, or fashion it and I haven't made it into a bandana.
While you're talking to
my
him.
Chin. That's
right. Get right in his face and put it on your chin.
There we go.
I was gonna say the forehead, but I like that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like make it into a funky bandana look.
Ooh.
Reclaim the mask and to make it a fashion statement. But I do like the chin too, make it like a little branded beard.
Or you just hang it from the mirror.
Yeah, that's good. But I want him to be able to read it, not just see it's a red mask sitting there. It needs to be
hang it by one ear on the mirror so that it's all hang like a flag, like hang like a little MAGA flag.
Yeah. There we go.
Right. You can put it on a mini flagpole and like put it on the fucking on the dashboard, little suction cup or some shit.
All I'm saying is the moment someone drops a hat, I'm golden. I'm not gonna buy one. But if somebody miraculously, if one appears at my feet, I'm going to put it in my vehicle to evade a ticket.
I like a Temu one because I know Donald's not getting any of that. Like,
well, I'll tell you what.
Getting it.
I'll tell you what, real quick. Y'all hold it down for a second. I'm gonna.
Oh shit, bro! I'm fucking done. What is he about to get?
Oh, shit.
His merch is made in China too, so he's getting China's getting a dime when he sells his too. But you get it direct from the source, then he doesn't get any.
True. Oh shit. What if secretly?
I do have
friends
Donald Trump commemorative currency from Temu.
Ooh.
Which I can actually, I'd be happy to open on the show here. I haven't even taken it out of the package because it's so glorious,
so valuable.
I know. I don't even want to touch it with bare hands, but I don't want to waste time and find gloves. Oh my god! Look at this.
Goddamn!
Look at this bad boy.
Goodness gracious!
Full screen. And it's golden.
Oh man!
Ooh. Ooh.
$1,000 bill.
$1,000 bill. United States of America, in God We Trust. President Donald Trump. My. So I wanted to.
I'd pay $1,000 for that.
You would.
I feel like that's why inflation. That's what's bringing the value of the dollar down. Is that dollar right there?
Is this one right here? Yeah. You see this, and it's a.
You put Trump's name on it, it's instantly worth less. Like that's.
It's quadrupled in value easily. That's actually, you know what though? I think that's how this came into existence. Is I'm sure he sold these at one point, and they're just in a factory in Taiwan somewhere, sitting in a warehouse somewhere in crates full of these fucking flimsy little tinfoil bills.
Just waiting. Oh fuck.
Just waiting for him to sign them, but somewhere the deal fell through and he can't get his hands on them. So they're like, we just need to get rid of these on Temu for 50 cents each.
Holy shit.
I'll throw anything on there.
Oh yeah. No, I saw this. I had to get it. I'm a sucker. What can I say?
Oh, it's worth it.
It's worth it. I was so disappointed. Like, this isn't going to fool anyone. No one's going to think that they can buy anything with something like this. I mean, it's golden, for crying out loud. But I was at work and I saw on one of my coworkers' desks last week. I saw there was $100 bill sitting there, and in permanent marker, someone wrote on it, and they said like, "This is for you, so and so." I was like, "Oh, that's really thoughtful. Holy shit!" Like they just left like $100. Maybe he's paying him back for something. I don't know. I didn't look too closely, and then I brought it up later, and this other guy's comes back through, and he hears me talking about it, and he hands me one. I was like, what the okay, hey. You know, I'm not mad. And I look at it closely, and it's one of these. It's like some bullshit written on it, and it's like, but it's actually, it's the color of an actual $100 bill, you know, but the giveaway, as soon as you grab it, and it's not creased or anything, and there's no, you know, it's like brand fucking new. It's not even the same size as a real bill.
I was delivering pizzas, and I had someone give me one of those ones. It's like like it looks like a bill.
Yeah.
And you take it from them, and it's like it's only half a bill, and you flip it over, and it's like a business card for a church.
Oh,
it's like, hey, come to it. Like, what? Why would I go to your church now when you're giving me fake money?
Real.
Like, give me a real tip. Like, no, you gave me.
They didn't even give you real money with that. Wow. I'd set their house on fire. I would.
Factuals.
And I'd record a podcast. And
I was petty when I delivered pizzas. This one person, their total was, you know, like $12 and 99 cents, and or 1 cent, something where the it was like $12 and 1 cent, and they were like, oh, I want my change, and I was like, I don't carry change. I was like, if you want $1 back, you need to give me a penny. So I made them dig and find this penny, and then they gave me the penny. I gave them the $1, and I threw the penny on the ground. Walked away. You're gonna stiff me. I'm gonna make you work for it. Like,
good, bro. Holy shit. That is kind of fucking wild, though. Like, damn, bro. What is that? What we're doing? Yo,
I had people like I'd deliver in the snow, and they'd be like, "I can't believe you delivered in this mess," and then stiff me. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Like they were just like,
I'm risking my life to bring you your dinner. Give me some money. Like,
they used the fact that you were dumb enough to even make it there as an excuse not to pay you. What kind of backwards ass logic?
Oh my god.
I hate
people just something else. Glad I don't do that anymore.
Bruh, oh my god. I
just left a fucking like $15 tip at I had Korean barbecue for one, like I was saying. That's why God only knows how much gas I've let out during this recording, but hopefully it's been silent. And just one person, I feel bad because they're waiting on tables usually with 4 people, 5 people, and expecting, a big tip. And then here comes this guy who has no business. And I think I've said this before. Is there a sadder thing than one person at an all-you-can-eat restaurant at a table by themselves? I don't think there's a sadder sight.
Sounds like a Tuesday to me.
You think so? For okay, as long as I'm not alone.
If you're single, you gotta get carry out or just don't eat.
Really?
Right. You can't just be sitting in there eating as a single person. Like that's
what I do. I just feel like. I feel like the main problem, other than the fact that it is depressing to watch from a distance, I feel like when I'm alone, when I'm like the only person at the table, I get like out of pocket with my shit. Like I start moaning. Like if people like looked over because I'm eating a lot of food, like under my breath. We've all been there. Listen to me. You've never been at home alone eating more food than you're supposed to consume. People would look over. I would feel bad for anybody who
they were like, are more people coming?
Like, I'm coming. What are you talking about? I'm right here at the table. Like, I'm literally like, at one point, I ate so much today. I was like, I realized because I had like a headphone in watching something on my phone. And I realized I was so full, I started saying like "fuck," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I said that out loud. Just like beating my stomach up.
This guy is something else. He's a piece of work.
There's definitely an issue with being alone. I feel too comfortable by myself.
No, I love it. One time, IHOP had like unlimited pancakes for like 99 cents or some shit. I went by myself because no one wanted to go with me. And there was another dude like across on the table across from me who was also by himself.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, bro, we're both by ourselves. We should join tables. And then he just didn't say nothing. And
Yeah,
kept
because
eating,
that
and I
you
was
fucked
like,
up. Yeah, can we make that clear? If- let's establish the jury's still out on whether just being there alone is a problem. I think it is. Mike thinks it is. But I think they've made a ruling somewhere on that. You're not supposed to talk to anybody else in the restaurant. You're definitely not supposed to invite someone to your table.
We were both sitting there alone. I was like, we're both fans of IHOP pancakes. We showed up alone for a lot of them, you know?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
He's like,
Makes
what is
sense
this
to me.
crackhead? What kind of convoluted plot is this to rob me after? That's what he's thinking. That's what's going through, because no one in their right mind is talking to me, period. Unless you work here, unless you're working for that tip, you're not speaking to me.
He comes over.
I kind of think like if two people are going, you know, for all you can eat pancakes, those are the two type of people that should be sitting together. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only other person in the world that person relates to.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't think. I think okay. There's a possibility you could relate, but there's also the strong possibility that they're ashamed of themselves for being there alone in the first place, and they don't want anyone to know about it. They certainly don't want to start a support group for it and involve other people. They don't want to involve outside parties. They just want to get in there.
Feel accepted though, so Lorenzo made them feel accepted in the world.
I mean,
not alone.
I don't know, man. I think they just want to get in there, get down to business, and split ASAP.
That was one thing that I missed from like pre-COVID was like I used to be able to tear up a buffet, and like not many buffets survived
Bro.
the COVID times.
Except for Korean barbecue.
That shit is alive and well because they did it right. They did it right. They had all the protocols in place. These Korean places were ahead of the curve. I mean, even the whack ass Chinese buffets that were basically just Golden Corrals with like orange chicken. Those, okay, that's so. They might not have played their cards right, but some about these Korean places, they figured it out. They got the masks on deck. They already had the partitions between tables. Somehow they figured it out. And
out here, they don't even know what a Korean is. They just think that's Chinese out here. So, like, there's not a Korean place nearby here.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Go to Rockville. You ever been to Rockville?
Like Korean stuff in Salisbury?
No, not in Salisbury. But what I was saying is, have you been to Rockville, Maryland? Have you been down on your way into DC? Maybe you passed by
recently.
Yeah. Next time you come to DC or next time you're on your way down the Beltway, check out Rockville. It's like I was in the Virginian equivalent of that. I was in Centerville earlier, and it's like a little Korean mecca where there's all kinds of Asian grocery stores. There's H Mart, there's Latte Mart and shit, and like all kinds of bakeries, and like there's 8 different Korean barbecue restaurants all in the same plaza. Yeah, so
yeah, I think Laurel, Delaware has Korean barbecue, and Laurel, Maryland probably does as well. But I feel like that'd be the closest to
y'all.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
I figure. Yeah, damn. I'm trying.
See, I would think like Easton would have something like that, but no, I don't think so.
I feel like Easton's way too small. Easton's only known for the police, and
you haven't been in town in Easton. They've got lots of.
Yeah.
They think they're hip and cool, and so they've got lots of cool stuff.
You know, it's all like bubble tea and shit, right? And like there's like a cute little sushi place, I imagine. What's getting big is Korean corn dogs. Have you seen those with the sweet potato cube outside and shit? Yeah. Let me pull that up, and then we'll wrap up here. But Korean corn. I almost spelled that with a K. Korean corn dog. There we are. You never seen these before? Yeah, this is
with the
kind of what I'm
corners?
talking about. So they have like potato crusts where it's like it's regular corn dog crust, but then it's also got these little sweet potatoes or potatoes caked into it, so they look like jagged edges. It's like having fries attached to your corn dog, so it's all in one instead of having like a side of fries.
That's smart. That's actually genius.
And then
That's
they
like,
smother it in cheese, or they put cheese on the
There are
inside, like
efficient people.
no cheese.
they have like
There's
the
like 3 fucking fries on it, but you know.
yeah. There's less. You get less fries, that way. But it's hard to get your mouth around, and it's jagged. So,
Oh no.
the first time
That's
I
what
tried
she
it was
said.
when we went to New York, and we were eating them outside. We were eating these outside of the place on the sidewalk, and then this lady sitting next to us sees a baby rat and she shrieks, and the rest of us are just trying to eat these massive jagged corn dogs and not cut our mouths open.
Holy shit.
But yeah, no, this
It
is
looks straight, honestly. It looks straight for real.
there's all different types of variations. There's vegan
What's that, hot
versions.
Cheetos or some shit? No, I don't.
Lorenzo, did
I
you
don't
say a
feel-
corn dog looks straight? I thought you said meat was gay.
Hey, Gay suggests there's something wrong with it. Okay, I want to
He
make
just
that
said-
clear.
He just he just said there was a vegan one as well.
Okay.
I think they have like
doubt.
Beyond Meat hot dog type shit, or like vegetable based sausage. Usually,
I want
all this.
Straight fucking I don't know. What would I want cabbage in that shit. A little carrots,
Mhm.
maybe a little onion. I bet that shit'll slap.
They have,
Inside
like I said,
the
sweet
corn
potato shit and
Yeah,
taro.
You basically want a vegetarian egg roll, is what
Mhm.
you just said.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's
There we
exactly
go.
what I'm saying. Damn.
And then these are basically
Damn.
just mozzarella sticks on a stick,
Yeah.
just like full of
Yeah, I was
cheese.
about
So
to say, they have cheese in them, don't they?
I'm gonna start
we used to
moaning
sell
again.
The frozen ones.
I'm not
yeah.
even hungry.
No, I'm not neither. I mean, y'all saw me. I ate earlier.
Something about being in America, I guess, where like I'll be eating a meal and then we get to talking at the table, and look, we're talking about other restaurants and all the just talking about different
Like-
food while eating food.
It's like now I want some.
Yeah.
I want it.
God
I
damn.
was craving sushi earlier.
Sushi. The fuck kind of sushi are you eating? I guess just vegetables on it, just like
sushi with vegetables.
zucchini.
Yeah, the zooks. Yeah, put some
Zooks.
zooks on there.
Oh man.
Some carrots.
And you have artificial crab meat. I mean, it's not real crab.
But it's fish, so
Fucking like tuna.
Well,
or
yeah,
some
I wasn't
shit.
going to tell him it's fish. I was just going to let him think,
You're
oh,
gonna
it's not
mislead
real
him?
crab. I can eat that.
Oh hell nah! You think I live off of that? I check my ingredients. Read
Not on your Doritos. I watched you eat them Doritos with the yeast in them.
look.
God damn.
Me and
So I
Yeast
guess
got-
you. So the we'll end after this, but the crux of it is that you don't like eating living beings or like animal.
How did this turn against me? How
But
is this on-
what I was just gonna see, like, because okay, do you not see yeast as a living organism?
I don't like. I personally am not a fan of yeast because
So you're
Yeast
pro-abortion,
will-
is what you're saying. That's what I'm
I
hearing.
love abortion.
Okay.
Abortion turned me on, actually.
Understood.
Yeah,
You're okay with like a.
abortions get me going. I couldn't.
That's
ask
all
for
you eat.
anything.
Actually, is afterbirth,
abortion.
right?
Holy,
I thought
that's yes.
it's like your whole diet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's oh my fucking god. Holy shit! Oh my god.
It's you and Sandra Bullock.
Yo.
Speaking
Does
of
she do
Korean
that?
foreskin, well, that's what she does. She takes baby Korean foreskin and she injects it in her face. You haven't seen that? You haven't seen her talking about that?
That's how they make
Mike, your face. You're like, what? Sandra Bullock. Okay, well, look at this and then we'll head out. You haven't heard? Oh, it's great. She gets cornered on it on like Ellen or something.
like how we got it like a whole hour in before you get into this shit. Like,
Yeah, look, Sandra Bullock, it comes up.
Really
Skincare. Oh, that's awesome. Oh no, but we're not gonna find the real clip, are we? Fuck. It's just gonna be all. Oh, here we go.
The IRS deadline
Yeah,
is
5
here.
years ago. Oh god, it's reminding me to do my taxes. Great, awesome.
I told you.
They were listening. Like, both of y'all haven't done your taxes. We need to give them an ad.
Let's see. Let's skip past what the fuck
Okay,
this
let's
is.
talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. That how many did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, and, good, smart.
This facial that you're obsessed with.
Just those that I
Preface it like
thought would
that.
appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way.
She's so embarrassed. Like you can. I'm gonna keep. I swear I'll play it. But she's like, how do I broach this? I don't even know if she knew what she was getting herself into on national television. Can you be this disconnected from the general public that you thought at any point that this would be something like you should share on television with people? Like how out of touch do you have to be to think, oh, this would be a cute little? Because this is just like a puff piece for the movie that's coming out for Ocean's 8 or whatever. And then they go, the publicists come up to you, okay, Sandra, we just need like a little fun fact about you to sell tickets to the movie and get like foot traffic and nothing serious. Oh, I have this great facial, right? And okay, perfect, just go with that before she even gets through it. And then she thinks, I'm gonna go on Ellen and tell them about how I put baby penis on my face,
which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little
through
roller with
microneedling.
Many of you know it. And it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen, and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes.
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sandra,
Carrie.
They're both nervous. She can't get her name right. She's like, I know what you're gonna say, and it's scaring me. And I'm the.
Is she?
And I'm Ellen DeGeneres. I'm the meanest bitch television's ever known.
That's how elite both of them are. Is like she thought this would be an okay story, and then Ellen's people were still like, "Yeah, this will be a good story.
This will be good for me." Yeah,
Sounds
she's
great.
cutthroat. She's like, "Yeah, let her burn herself at the stake here.
Right.
Why the fuck not?" She greenlit this? Hell yeah.
Pushing into the skin.
well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. It's like it's.
Ha ha. Everyone's giggling. The audience is having a. You have to figure
How
there's
did they
like
get the audience to laugh at that? Like, I would have just been straight like, what? Like,
I feel like
What?
they probably think it's a joke or something because this is just like a funny thing to say. Because
no, the
yeah,
the laugh light probably came on in full blast, or like there's the cue cards, whatever.
Oh,
Laugh or we shoot you, just right off camera.
That's so like. Like she wasn't trying to say it. She's like, it's skin from a young person from far, far away.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is she going on about?
And then Ellen just full out with it. It's Korean baby foreskin. Guys,
Band-Aid off.
let's not beat around the bush here. Let's not beat around the meat here.
Hey,
Sarah, Sandra, whatever your name is.
son.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Who
I
comes
don't
up
know.
with
I
this?
don't think. And it's not like I'm lying there with little pieces all over my face. It's like.
Oh my god.
Who thinks of collecting it and
Yeah,
having it for? We'll do something with this
And
someday.
why didn't we come up with that?
Right. We'd be
Yeah.
rich.
And so we.
Do you think it's working? Is I guess my next
Her
question.
fucking baby foreskin face.
How does she look?
She looks like Michael Jackson right there.
Yeah. So it's
Yo,
you're
facts.
saying it's working.
Holy shit. Oh,
Because he looked
shit.
great. I mean, in the final weeks.
If that is what you were intending to go for, you're nailing it.
She's doing a great
Literally.
job. And I hope she's been back for more treatments since.
She's gonna need it.
It must be cold in there because her skin's looking tight. Like, shrunk a little bit.
I'm gonna be real. Me myself, I don't want nobody's dick on my face personally, especially not. I feel like baby dick on your face is like you should be on a list. You know? I don't know. Is that,
like you justify it, and then it's been like curated by another country, and like they have different specialties.
How do you ask for that? You know, you go to the doctor, you're like,
can
I'm aging, I'm getting older, I need some baby dick on my face, you know?
Can I get some circumcision forcefully prodded into my face, please?
I wonder what the tariff is on that. Like, is there a special tax, an import duty?
I don't know.
Like, how do you get that across borders?
I think
like,
you have to fly into South Korea to make this happen. I really do think.
Oh, so they didn't do it here. She had.
I hope not. I honestly don't know where this is getting done at, and if it is, this needs to be like a Pizzagate level, like takedown. Somebody needs to charge into this beauty salon and shut this shit down.
Bro, oh my fucking god.
Either that, or they're like, hey, there's this rich dumb American that wants us to put baby penis in her face.
Yeah.
We're just gonna rub some lotion on her face and tell her it's baby penis.
Oh damn, that's smart. Oh fuck.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like it is. I feel like they're testing this stuff on rich dumb Americans. Like this might be something they were troubleshooting for a time, and they're like, "Well, Miss Bullock, we would love to give you the latest and greatest of what we're working on, and this is almost finished." And she's like, I just need it. I just need to look like Michael now. I need to look like him yesterday. In fact, can we get going? Can we? I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's ass gas. If it's gonna make me look like a corpse, it needs to put it in me. Can you take needles and stick it inside of me?
He really said fucking. Oh my god, bro, that shit is insane.
But that leads me to another guy. This stuff is scary. But I'm gonna should I get into it or no? Do you want to see more or?
If you want to get into
there's a whole universe of like skincare and like body modification and shit that's blown up on TikTok and stuff. Like this is just like the surface level. Like it goes really deep. Yeah.
So I can
I'm just wondering how we're going to turn this to OJ.
I know OJ's just as he's passed on, we've passed on him. I think I don't think there's time. I don't know. What would you rather get into? Because maybe like 5 minutes on one or the other. Do you want to see like the underground skin or body modification world, or do you want to discuss OJ? With what limited time? Lorenzo's fading. That's why I say
along
he's
the lines of Korean baby penis. I think we should go with OJ.
Okay, it's not quite that. It's like this guy who's like Dr. Frankenstein in Hong Kong. I want to say, who people fly over to get these procedures done. It's like 60, 70-year-old people to get face procedures done on the cheap. And what this guy does is like butchers these people's faces and makes them look like monsters, but they think they look good because they don't have wrinkles. And he like stretches their faces out. It's crazy. It's on YouTube. Like you can just look it up. I forget the guy's name.
He could have filled it in with baby penises. What's
exactly. I think what he's doing instead is just working with like the excess skin and stretching it all out.
You need that though. Oh shit, bro! Holy fuck!
But you'd rather do OJ?
It's crazy what people will do and like somehow think looks acceptable.
No, I mean,
like, I'm gonna be real. That shit's kind of fucking crazy, bro. Like, holy fuck! Just thinking about it, I'm like, what the hell? I couldn't never do that shit. Just the thought of it.
Yeah,
couldn't do that. What the fuck?
Like just the thumbnail alone of this video is kind of like
that's great that Olay's commercial is
I know
for this.
Their skincare shit. I wish I knew. We're not gonna actually listen to this guy. This is just the first video I could see on the subject, but he's going over. They're calling it the beauty filter. So these are the before and after of these people's actual faces. These aren't face filters. This is this lady before and after her procedure, supposedly, you know, and like the way their eyes are supposed to look. Or I'm sorry, that was a filter Like this guy went and got surgery from this doctor. And this is what he came out looking. So this is before and this is after, and you can see the stitches and everything. It is absolutely abhorrent.
That's the end, like the stitches and all. That's the end. That's what the
Well,
fuck,
he's gonna have to leave and let it
would fall out.
he's gonna have to let it heal. But this guy walks up to you. I mean, that's like a Tim Burton nightmare, right? Even without the stitches.
Yeah, no, you gotta stay at the house because kids are gonna run and scream. You've got to stay at the house.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro! Oh my god. Oh fuck, bro.
A lot of it. So I mean, just coming off of what this guy does, this plastic surgeon, there's a lot of like hoax shit out there, but there is a. I don't know if it's this guy. Is Dr. Yoon his name? Dr. Kim. Okay, and he's Korean. Okay, well, I'm like investigating this now. I think we're too far gone. Dr. Kim, but that's his name, Dr. Kim. There it is. Not
what
in my area. No, I want the real deal.
I want that real shit.
Dr. Yoon reacts to Dr. Kim. Okay, here's this guy reacting to Dr. Kim's work. Yeah. So check this out. This is supposedly what Dr. Kim is doing to people. Imagine your grandma gets this done to her. Like this is a beautiful woman who's aged into her mature form to this. Like that's just uncanny. It's just strange, right? Like, and there's the Botox face. There's what we were looking at Sandra, you know, with like the clear inflated cheekbones and shit. But this is like a different level. This is like turning you into some weird, uncanny anime character at 57 years old.
It's like a brat stall.
Like a brat stall. That's exactly right.
Shit,
a fucking brat stall.
Fuck.
Like why? And people do this on the cheap, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or it started that way. I'm sure he has a much higher rate now that he's TikTok famous, Dr. Kim. And again, this isn't Dr. Kim on the right. This is Dr. Yoon or whoever the fuck reacting to this guy's viral videos of his patients. And then we saw this guy already, this white dude.
Oh my god.
We saw him. That's how he used to look, and then to fucking this nightmare fuel. That's what's chasing you in every third-party Steam horror game on the in the horror section. That's the enemy that's generated to kill you.
His face on the right side is just
yeah, he's fucking terrified.
His reaction.
He's horrified by these fucking transfer. Okay, but he's winning me over. I don't know. Like that one's almost acceptable. Like I see
some of them are decent. I'm like, me.
But it's like a total transformation.
I can't get behind it. You know? I can't get behind it. I can't do it. Oh
you're good with abortion, but this is, but I agree. I'm saying that because I agree.
I love them. The thing about abortions is people.
This is where I draw the line.
With this, people's fucking careers and lives are dying, and like.
Yeah, but this is how she looks now.
That's not that bad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what's so scary about it. Is like after a while, you see like 5 of these, and you go, "Okay, it makes sense." Like maybe I should book mine. You know, that's where it starts. That's where it starts to go.
I'd rather have wrinkles like a fucking, like a pug or some shit. You know, before I fucking, and I still won't get this shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna be a pug faced motherfucker. I don't know, bro.
Oh man.
Sometimes I don't understand people that like would hate theirs like the way they look that much, but then sometimes I see people and I'm like, yeah, if I look like that,
put me out. Put me
up for some Dr. Kim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I have to lose?
What do I have to lose? Yeah.
I didn't see anyone here that looked like that, but I mean,
no, exactly. These people are just normal, unassuming people that I guess they heard about this guy, the magical transformation before and after. God. If you're the white guy, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, bro. But he heard of him from TikTok and went over there.
This guy's insane.
Shit. Like, what the fuck?
That doesn't make sense.
That's the 7 days after. What's he look like 30 days after?
I don't know if there is. Yeah, I don't think they show him 30 days after. I would love to see him. I wish I had that guy's name.
Supermodel now.
I do want to. Yeah, I do want to follow his journey because I want to see what that turns into after a while. Because what that lady at the end looked like 30 days after, she looked normal. So.
Oh my God.
Maybe you grow back into your face.
There's no scars or nothing. Like, 30 days after, you're still gonna have.
What if that's not?
Well, she's made up. She beat that face for sure. True. You know.
Yeah.
You could have done that from the beginning though, without getting surgery. Just put some makeup on and watch a TikTok makeup tutorial instead.
No, but she's gonna look like this. She's gonna look all fucking haggard still. Like her face is gonna be chunkier. You don't want that. You don't want a big head.
I've seen the woman with like no teeth and like all of a sudden she pops into dentures and makeup and all of a sudden
yes, bro.
Like she looks like she's on a completely different corner after she's done her makeup and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Same fucking. I was just thinking about that shit. I seen the same shit. She ain't got a single tooth. Just the one, like the goddamn fucking witch that gave Sleeping Beauty that apple. You know, she's done a few drugs in her times, and then she looks like, I don't even know how she fucking she makeups the teeth, or like she got veneers or some shit. She makeups the teeth. The shit's wild. Whole different person, you know. She goes from your neighborhood fucking crack whore to goddamn
crack whore.
You know, yeah, son. She
just your neighborhood slit. Everyone gets some.
You know, little methany to goddamn, a prom date or some shit, you know.
Well, we didn't get to examine OJ. There's just no time, simply no time at all. But we can take a moment of silence, you know, and just kind of revere him as a legend. You know, you still don't think he did it, which that's problematic, but
he wouldn't do it. He never did.
He wouldn't. You say he wouldn't have done it. Mike, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think he would have done the airplane movies either. I don't think that was him.
But he did. But he did, right? Or no, Naked Gun.
I mean,
he
that's
did Naked
up
Gun.
for debate, isn't it? Like, it looked like him.
Yeah. But it wasn't.
But yeah, he did it. It was no doubt.
Okay. Was he in Airplane? Or I know he was in Naked Gun.
Was it Naked Gun?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew he was in one of them. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, where he's like his little sidekick or whatever. And he's a great comedic timing, great actor. I wish we had the opportunity to watch some of those scenes, because I mean, like the scene where he's stumbling around and he runs into the door and the ironing board and like a pie in his face. Like that's good stuff. He's a goofball.
Had more of that if someone didn't kill Nicole. Like
I can't believe they did that. She was his muse. He could have been a comedic legend if that didn't happen. He was so distraught when she was killed.
Well, was he not distraught when she left him? Like, because they were separated.
I mean,
how about this? How about you two talk about this at length? The length of me using the restroom. I've been holding it in this whole time. My all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. I really have to use. I'm in such discomfort. But you guys, you have at it. How's that sound? And then when I get back, we'll wrap it up before my software crashes.
I like it. Right. Excellent.
All right, off to the races.
Brilliant. Go on, good sir. Yeah. Don't let us down.
All right, I'm out.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Have at it.
Oh my God. No, yeah, fucking. She was his muse. He could have been a comedic legend. He could have been like as big as Bill Burr. He could have been one of the biggest names in comedy if his dear wife, and even though they're separated, he still loved her. He still loved her. You know, he wouldn't have did that to her.
Well, that's why, you know, they call it a crime of passion.
I meant to say
Is
he
because
loved
there
and
is
hated
love.
her. He didn't care. He didn't give a fuck what she was doing. He had other hoes. Why would he waste his time killing her? It doesn't make sense, you know?
I mean, but if she's his muse, that's the one that's special.
That's
You
the one he
know,
saves for last. It's like really special.
right?
That's the
You know,
one he
that's his
fucking
like. He might use other paintbrushes occasionally, but he's got that one paintbrush that he paints his Mona Lisa with. That no one else can use that paintbrush.
bruh.
He'll
Oh
share
my
the other
god.
paintbrushes. He don't care about those other paintbrushes. You know,
Bro. Some of them are a little too thin, some are a little too big, you know, not you gotta find one that's just right.
right? Like gloves. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
those gloves.
Right.
Yeah, you can't put on a glove when your hand's open. That's how it works. Like.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, that's so fucking funny. That's so smart. Who thinks of that shit? Like, oh my god, who just thinks of that shit? Like, damn, this guy. And I think it was on the spot. I feel like it had to have been. Ain't no way he just knew to do shit right. He just knew shit in the moment. Maybe last time he considered the gloves because you know the gloves was part of his thing with getting off. But like he's like, I'm gonna just drop a fucking extra small glove around this bitch and I'm good. You know, these dumbasses.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
not a
think
bad a bad idea. Like just get some clothes and stuff that wouldn't fit you that you know and smear the take the murder weapon and smear the blood on them and
oh
then throw them in a
shit.
trash can down the street. So when
Oh,
they find it, they're like, "All right, we're looking for someone that wears an extra small." And oh, that's not me. I wear an XL. You know, I couldn't fit in that shirt.
bruh. That's actually fucking genius. Have you done this before?
No, I'm just thinking of it now. We're gonna coordinate this.
Recording, recording,
We're gonna
coordinated
start
murder.
collecting other people's hair.
Oh my god. Holy
Found
shit.
some hair at the scene. Not ours.
Anyone that's an asshole, we like fucking yank some hair real quick. Oh damn, that actually be kind of fucking funny. Anyone that flips us off, we've got to follow them until they stop, so we can fucking rip some hair out or some shit. We got to put our enemies in, but like closer to the front, you know. Make sure
I
that
don't know
they.
if they should be enemies. Like it should be someone be like, "Hey, I like those shoes. Can I borrow your shoes?" And like so, like they test the the shoe prints and everything. They're like, "All right, it's a size 12 whatever kind of shoe," and like, "Oh yeah, he's got a pair of those shoes. That guy right over there."
He's got them. He's already got them. You either got to take them. I mean, really, that's the only option. You just got to take them. That's it.
And then they'd be like, "Oh no, I let them borrow my shoes." I'd be like, "Who borrows someone's shoes? That's not
Real
something
talk.
that normal people do."
Yeah, I'm not, you know, you're not wearing my shoes. I'm not wearing your shoes. It's not happening. I don't even know. And it's like, what if you don't wear socks on your free time? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't
Oh,
know,
I don't
you
wear
know?
socks. I hate socks. Like I don't wear them just because you ever get the sock like go in between your toes and it's like
No,
and it's real irritating.
no. What the
No,
hell?
that's like the whole reason I don't wear socks is because that might happen and I hate when it happens.
Well, why not just like in the summer when you're, I, I don't know. I don't know. I was, goddamn, what the
Just
hell?
got my sweaty ass feet in my shoes.
That's what's got me flabbergasted because I'm like, who does this? Who is this man? Who the fuck is out here? What? What? It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
You should just wear
I'll show you
sandals.
tomorrow.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! You just wear
In
sandals all day.
the video with the BB gun, I'm just walking out there in flip flops. Like it was
No,
like not a warm day or anything. I was just like, I don't feel like putting on socks, and I definitely don't feeling like putting on regular shoes. I'm just gonna put on some slides and go shoot
bruh.
this real quick. Like,
You ever think that's wild? That's absolutely wild. The only time I don't have socks on is if I'm home, but I actually have socks on right now as we speak. So
no,
like,
I don't.
You know, I'm very sock. I don't know. It's like, first off, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can't get over this. I can't get over this. What the hell? Big is big. Are you against big sock? You know, they've got different types. There's one for everyone. You'll find one you like, you know. You could get
I
the
don't know. I'm
little,
also like, I don't like having to put them on. Like I'm old and I'm big. It's like having to put on socks. It's just not like, it's an inconvenience.
what the hell? When I'm after I convince you to wear socks, big sock is gonna drop like a fat check on me, you know.
Like I don't know. I've got some socks that I'll wear sometimes, but
Yeah.
Talking about socks.
it-
Are you talking about like the blood in his shoe?
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Do it. There's no blood in there. There ain't no blood in there.
I'm talking about OJ. I'm talking.
Maybe.
We're not on OJ anymore.
Oh, maybe fucking Mike.
we were getting on how to set up someone else for murder and be like,
Oh,
you
okay.
borrow their
That
shoes
is what we were talking
so that
about.
it's their shoe tracks.
Honestly.
I see. There's a whole thing about with OJ that there was blood inside of his shoe and on his sock and shit or whatever. Everyone gets hung up on the glove, but it's like there's like clear evidence that like there's like blood on his clothing.
Look at the glove and let it be. You know that could be anyone's blood. You know?
that
No
could
need
be.
to test it.
No
Let it
need.
be, you know.
Excellent.
There's blood on my shoes right now. You know, it's like that.
And Lorenzo brought up that OJ was so smart that he brought gloves that were too small
Yeah.
to make him look innocent. He was like, if I put gloves on that don't fit, if I bring gloves with me that don't fit and leave them at the scene, that's going to be evidence that it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Brilliant guy. Can I say?
He was ahead of his time.
Ahead of the curve. And it's just so sad. It's just like because like he just like he'd been putting out videos on Twitter on the regular, you know, and just having a great time, saying he's like enjoying life outside, on the outside, you know, golfing. And then like just a couple days after his last post, it comes out that he's dead. That he's like not even sick. It's just like, no, he's gone. He's left us. You know, just like Lorenzo, fighting for his life.
It was all the stress of never resting while looking for Nicole's real killer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's the mark of true love, when your partner can't even go on after such a gruesome killing of that nature.
The opposite of
it's only been however many years since. But
he loved her. True love never dies. Don't you watch any Disney movies?
True love
never dies.
It's a concept lost on us these days.
Fucking God.
He was only able to carry on for just a couple more decades. That's without her.
He could have made it. He could have been 200. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, it could have been. All right, open your eyes and well, let's wrap this up.
They're low. They're low, but they look kind of crooked.
We've gone way too long. We have, because we still have to do our taxes before the deadline in 2 hours.
Big factual.
But Mike, let's pull up your social media here. We covered TikTok. We've got you at Mike is funny, one word, on TikTok here. Go give him a follow. He's doing well. Plenty to see, plenty to look at. Hold you. There's Todd. There's the garage owner. Get over there on TikTok, and if you're on Instagram, he is Mike_is_funny. So the only difference is the underscore. Go follow him there. And I'm sure there's more to come here. I mainly use Instagram to, for comedy only. So I need to get with the times, get TikTok going.
Yes, I've just started using Instagram for comedy. I had one for my laser business before, but even that I never really used it. Just another distraction app.
Another distraction. Yeah, they block it in my building. I make most of my posts while I'm at work on the clock, so I'm getting paid to do it. And they block TikTok and a number of other apps, but Instagram is still kosher. It's still, haram. I'll just play both sides on that one.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going to happen. World War III's happen. But Mike Williams there, Mike_is_funny. And we got the TikTok. And I think any events coming up that you'd like to...
The Sleep Deprived show at Dream Big Venues.
Yes, let's watch this. We have one clip that I've had, in Lying in Wait. We'll go ahead and look at that. Let's stop down and just look at this clip real quick. I'm going to try to do the dramatic talk show thing where we cut the black first, so let's see if it works.
All right, let me know when you cut to me.
Not to you.
On the next episode of the Sleep Deprived Show with Mike Williams.
That was clever.
Comedic guest Isaiah.
That was clever on me.
I tried to make it look good, but I fucked up. I don't even have it on the the right thing on the screen.
All you had to do was cut to me, Christian. You said cut to black. All you had to do was cut to me.
That would have been brilliant. Yeah, if I had the wherewithal. Sadly, I don't. Let's see here. Let's pull it up.
You could have cut to yourself for like half a second, and then like.
Let's pretend that none of this happened. We're cutting to black now. Now cutting to black as in Lorenzo, and here we are. Roll clip.
On the next episode of the Sleep Deprived Show with Mike Williams. Comedic guest Isaiah Tingle.
I love the fascinating rhythm. I really do. I love the jazz that you play.
Comedic guest Danny Charnley.
No, I'm not saying it.
You're not saying it? Oh, shit.
I was about to say,
well, everyone else saw it. I've been listening to the song. I've watched everyone get announced. That's so funny. Oh my God. How fun. This is just a disaster. It's good that we do it at the end, though. Truly. Oh, that's why. Yeah, because I have to share it here, too. I'm like so focused on sharing it to the people that I'm not showing you. I was saying I love your song choice. I'm a big jazz fan.
Mike Williams.
I had an AI make
Comedic guest Isaiah Tingle.
Top to bottom, they picked the song and everything?
Well, no, I used a different one AI to make the song, and that song I didn't use AI. That one is like a old big band song. I tweaked it a little bit, sped it up and stuff to make it sound more original.
Yeah, it's called Fascinating Rhythm. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Fascinating Rhythm. I got you in a trance. Fascinating Rhythm. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I was like...
Yeah.
Comedic guest
I met him.
Jackson.
RJ. Awesome.
Comedic guest Danny
This is going down in Del Mar.
With musical guests, the Mad Dabbers. Saturday, May 18th. Go to dreambigvenues.com to get your tickets today.
I love it. Did you have AI make you down here on the right?
Yeah, I did have.
That's
make
pretty
that. It had it make the moon.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that a lot.
It was surprisingly easy to get it to make that character of me.
Hell yeah!
Like I was like ginger, tired, pompadour with a microphone, and it was like boom.
It's like it's just the beard that separates it from Conan O'Brien. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Damn.
That's awesome. Well, go and see that, folks. Please get out there, support these guys in Del Mar, Dream Big Venues, and more to come. I'm sure you guys are really cranking them out, and that's fucking awesome to see. I can't wait to get on one myself because, as we discussed, I don't think either of us are really getting paid a whole lot to do a whole lot of anything these days.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do our own thing, I guess, and make it work.
I do have a show this Friday. The week this is coming out, Friday the 19th, April 19th, yes, at Aurora Market, the open mic venue I host at weekly. We'll be doing our first showcase with Cheers Comedy at Aurora Market. So come see the Meltdown showcase headlined by Jenny Cavallero. More details to come. I'll be posting about it all week, so go to my Instagram and buy tickets now.
Now. Do it now.
Do it now. Do it.
Really.
And Mike, we're at the end of the show here. So once again, thank you for joining us. And at the end of the show, Lorenzo gives advice to the audience about anything we may or may not have talked about during the recording. So without further ado, Lorenzo, the floor is yours.
All right, here's my advice. I'm gonna hit you with the real shit. You know what it is. First off, make sure you check out Dream Big Venues. Make sure you check out the Sleep Deprived show. Make sure you check out Aurora Market, and make sure you check out my shit. I mean, I'm on the show on the 26th of April at Dream Big as well. So, you know, go ahead and peep that. You know.
Hell yeah, peep it.
I'm not gonna plug every goddamn thing. We got like socials and shit. That's like mad a lot of shit. Just look into some shit. Do some goddamn research. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Do your research. That's always.
Do research.
Like with OJ, do your research.
Make sure that you try your best not to be accused of killing someone that you didn't kill. You know, try your best and
maybe do your research when you're looking at facial regimens, skincare products. Do your research.
Oh my god, yeah, do your research. Holy shit, bro. Don't get a fucking, don't have nobody cutting your fucking face, bro. What the hell?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's so wild. And then like also never wear gloves that are your size. That's
just
that.
Ever.
Never. Make sure they're always too big or too small. Too small. Make sure they're always too small, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important thing that I could ever say in life, honestly.
It's just passing advice that you give to people. You're just at the store. Hey, those gloves, I'd swap those. They look too comfy. They look like you wear those.
I don't know. I feel like if you got caught with someone like a pair of child's gloves, someone would be like, "Oh, you got these kids' gloves."
Yeah,
like,
what's going on there? Yeah.
Why are you carrying these?
No, I feel like there'd be another question though. They're not gonna stop it. Like, why do you have these kids' gloves? I'm like, where is the kid? What's going on?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're gonna have more questions. Yeah.
Like I'm looking at your glove, man. I thought it said size 8. This says years 7 to 8. Why do you have why is this in your possession?
They're gonna be like, oh goodness, yeah, that's
goodness gracious. Well, I think that's about all we have time for in the way of advice. So I hope you take it to heart. Thank you once again, Mike Williams, for joining us. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good jazz, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks so much. Ta-ta.